Heyo, what's up y'all? TheeConciseKing here. Welcome back to yet another Apex Legends video. Boy, do I love the energy of a fresh new Apex season rolling in. Not only does that mean more Apex content, but most importantly, big changes y'all for struggling and our most beloved legends. Now, the season 8 content is winding down, and the last of it we are currently seeing, thank you War Games event. And while we are edging closer here to season 9, just 2 weeks out, I know you guys have been seeing and catching Respawn's small season 9 teasers of legends and their changes, introduction of private matches, possibility of a new map, etc. With these new changes, buffs, and nerfs coming to the legends in season 9, a few changes have already been confirmed by Apex lead game designer for the loot goddess herself, Loba, the legend that we are diving into today, who through Respawn attaining player data, feedback, and even recognizing the season 8 meta, have come to find that Loba players and mains are having a very difficult time finding how she can be used successfully into her best potential in the Apex games. You guys are watching yet another Apex Legends breakdown with TheeConciseKing, and so the question I pose and the one that we will be answering is, what's Loba got coming? Let's get it.
I can feel the world getting farther. Every year the stars get.
Alright, now before we get started my peeps, I want to say congratulations again to this week's winners of my weekly Apex Legends coin giveaway, 2,000 at that. JUE, Joey Muscle, and Delta, your legends, congrats, and I hope you guys spent that Apex coin on buying your legends something nice. Now guys, if you guys are new around the channel and or seeing my video for the first time, please get around the channel, check out some of the content, and if you guys dig it, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe and like button, as I make Apex Legends content to better help us understand how to wield these legends. Now let's dive back into the brilliant thief of the Apex games. It was a little under a week ago where Apex lead game designer Daniel Klein actually confirmed in a discussion about Loba and her usefulness here in Season 8 during a Twitch stream that the High Society Thief will 100% be receiving some changes in the forthcoming Season 9. Now, if you can catch on to my context clues, I did say changes, so we're not necessarily looking at good or bad, but instead, a mixture of both. Sure, a shit ton of bug fixes for Bracelet, won't fix everything yet, some QOL for Bracelet, and a light ult nerf. Throw into a discussion on Twitch as many players discuss the ongoing issues of using Loba's teleportation bracelet, Burglar's best friend. This tactical ability actually allows for Loba to throw her bracelet in an arc kind of a form and allows for her to immediately teleport to that desired location. I think what's sweet about using Loba's bracelet is having that option to either naturally let your bracelet land or interrupt its travel time manually to teleport much earlier. So what's not working? Well, it's as simple as this. Loba's entire tactical usage allows for her to remain vulnerable for entirely too long, y'all. Feel me on this. In the midst of using her tactical, yes, just like every other legend, there is an animation feature, but unlike any other legend, while actively using your tactical, that animation doesn't stop you from sprinting, using your weapon, and or decrease your movement speed for the entirety of that time. Furthermore, it's even also her end animation that causes even more trouble, allowing for targets to precisely track you, waiting until you drop your bracelet at that desired location. These are all the vulnerabilities, y'all, that are making Loba very, very difficult to wield. I mean, using her tactical gets her more into trouble than it does out of trouble. With Loba's bracelet arc not being so difficult to track, you can almost always predict where she intends to land. Not to mention, if visually seeing it wasn't enough for you, most of the time Loba has ever given her position away to me was because I could hear the hell out of that damn bracelet, because of how audible it is, to which all I had to do was look up and follow the trajectory. Now, when Daniel mentions QOL, quality of life, he's directly talking about changes coming but surrounding the tactical, i.e. changes of their interactions with the tactical, with the bracelet. If you guys can harken back to the top of Season 8, and I mean really take yourselves back, I mean there was just an army of Lobas looking forward to that fix on her bracelet not actually teleporting you when you used it. It was due to certain areas or select maps not registering her bracelet, and there's still struggles of that here later in Season 8. So quality of life changes are overall needed to give us a better experience using her tactical. What do you guys think it should be? What do you guys think it'll come out to be? Is it going to be a shorter animation time? Does Respawn dim down her bracelet path trajectory, limiting just how much of it we can see? Kind of like I feel like they've done with Wraith's Void. I think right now Loba is a mixture of useless and predictable, which is not at all aligning with how she was introduced to us through her lore here in the Apex games. Now let's move on to the bad news. Klein even goes on to confirm that Respawn plans on nerfing Loba's ultimate black market, referring to it as being a light nerf, nothing too major for the loot-based legend. However, I think Since seeing Loba's most recent buff of allowing team members to take infinite ammo alongside the 2 items that they wish to choose from her black market, the effect of those changes really gave us a glimpse of what it looks like of Loba actually being beneficial to her team. It balanced her in some way, and it's probably her most balanced trait yet. Now last but not least, Respawn's reason for the nerf comes in quite a few perspectives, one being the idea of wanting to decrease the range in which Loba's black market can grab loot, the other perspective of Loba mains leaving the black markets deployed, allowing enemy teams to easily and quickly acquire higher tier loot, another POV of just how loud the black market is giving away a position, and last but not least, it is no secret Loba has an extremely short cooldown for such a supporting legend. She might have the 3rd shortest cooldown alongside Mirage and Octane, sitting at just 1 minute and 30 seconds. This ultimate is really powerful, and like I said earlier to that most recent buff, it really allowed for Loba to take some shine in the competitive world. So with Daniel confirming a light nerf on her ult, we could just be looking at an extended cooldown time for the ultimate itself. Now let's do a short recap. What does Loba have coming? Well, with all the info that we have today, my hopes is that the fix on her tactical, quality of life at that, will allow Loba to bring out more of an offensive edge. I've just been looking for that since she launched. So shorter time usage maybe. I would also love to use her tactical in a way of gliding in on your enemies after you weaken them, after you flesh them, like say Pathfinder does. I think there's more versatility in using Burglar's best friend to reposition than there is to retreat fully from a fight. There's also been concept talks of a huge ultimate buff that would even be better for Loba in a competitive world, in the competitive play, the concept of Loba being able to recover banners from her ultimate black market. Now I feel like that should have always been a part of her kit, much like Fuse not being able to use his knuckle cluster to open loot vaults, but hey, I digress. But hey guys, that's actually all I have for today's video. Another breakdown bites the dust. I thank you guys for tapping in. I thank you guys for tuning in as always. If there's another legend looking to get some changes in Season 9 that you guys maybe would like to hear my particular cover on, don't hesitate to comment that down below. Holla at me y'all, as all feedback is very, very much appreciated. Once again, I have a like goal on this video of 20 likes. Be sure to come pop in on the stream, turn in those notifications if you have to so that you do not miss the lovely 1v1 tournaments, as well as the weekly Apex Legends coin giveaway where you can be winning 1,000 Apex Legends coin. We the community would love to have you guys come by. And until the next time, it's TheeConciseKing. I'll see you guys in the next Apex Legends video, in the next Apex Legends live stream, and of course, always in the Apex Legends arena. Peace.
I can feel the world getting farther. Every year the stars get darker.